Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Marcel Gerritsen. I'm going to talk about innovation at Rabobank. It's a pleasure to be in this conference with you today. I hope you're healthy and I hope you're well. Different circumstances than normally, but great to speak to you today about innovation at Rabobank. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Marcel Gerritsen. I'm in the board of the Dutch Business Bank, responsible for innovation and strategy. My role basically is to build new businesses, whatever method we need. So let me talk a little bit about Rabobank first. We are a cooperative bank, founded in 1895, so in the banking space for quite a long time. We were founded by farmers, so basically then we were a startup founded by entrepreneurs, and that spirit is still in our banking space today. We have 10 million customers globally, present in 40 countries. We have two main strategies. One is very much focused on our home country, the Netherlands. Second, very much on food and egg, and playing a big role in the food and egg space globally. When we started with innovation a few years ago, the first thing we did is to investigate our SME domain. So we interviewed many of our customers. We have 1.7 million entrepreneurs in the Netherlands. About half of them is Rabo customer, and we interviewed 3,500 of them. We then asked them, what are your dreams, what are your desires, what are your pains? We didn't ask them, what do you want from a bank? We asked them, what do you want? And basically they said three things. They said, help me grow, help me save time, help me save money. Why is that? Always busy. I'm always busy as an entrepreneur, so if you guys can help me grow, not only as a business but also as a person, and also impact on society, so on sustainability. If you guys can help me save money, reduce my cost, and if you guys can help me save time so that I can see my family more, we would be very grateful. So that was basically what we then said as our mission. If you then look at the SME space globally, entrepreneurs in the SME domain, so companies with less than 250 employees, make up 99% of businesses globally. Huge. And they also make up 2/3 of GDP and also the workforce. So it's a big group of customers we can serve. And we said, let's make it our mission to help them grow. However, what we see that many more are making this their mission. So we have the incumbent banks on the left hand side of this picture. We have the new banks, the neobanks. We have the big techs also, and we have what we call the admin players. And these guys are also making this their mission to help entrepreneurs grow. So it's becoming rather busy in this domain. So the question is how to stay ahead. And we applied this challenge first to the lending space. So if you look at the lending space and you look in the bottom left of this picture, applying for a loan, by a startup, by an SME, by a scale-up is cumbersome. Takes a long time and the effort is pretty big. A lot of papers to be handed in. And we said, if we want to stay ahead, we have to move to the top right corner. It should be easy, it should be speedy, and it should be attractive rates. So high street banking prices for those speedy loans. And that's what we set out to do, to make sure that we move from bottom left to top right. So we have a lot of ideas. And I think it's important to first take you through how we prioritize the ideas. If we look at innovation in Rabobank globally, we have three lenses that we apply to prioritize our innovation. So the first lens is, can we build a new business with sizable revenue? So our threshold there is 50 million top line. That drives priority setting already. The second is, can we do things that we already have been doing for quite some time 10 times better, faster, cheaper? That's the second lens we apply. And the third lens is very much focusing on, I would say, our core DNA. So what can we do as a bank already very well that we can apply to a venture for ourselves, but also applying that DNA to help our partners, startups, scale-ups, and so on. We prioritized our innovation portfolios. The next question then is how to execute. And we basically see 4 different methods. First, innovation in the bank. No examples on this slide. Why? It's difficult. It's very difficult as an innovator to basically hit the top spot of the backlog of what we call the mothership. Mothership busy with present, external regulation, so difficult to come to the top spot of the backlog there. Second example is innovation at the edge, and we very much believe in that, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. Some examples here, companies that we build at the edge that are growing and prospering even internationally as we speak. Third example is partnerships. Great example, Dutch Consulate recently launched a Fintech community here in Atlanta. Orange Exchange, great community, I think, great example of a partnership between several stakeholders in the Fintech space to collaborate. And we have more examples of those, I would say, across the world. And that gives a lot of inspiration to us as an incumbent bank to learn and to cooperate and basically build businesses together. Some examples with startups, scale-ups, but also very much big techs even today. Fourth method is invest. In the bank we have a pretty big fintech investment team. It's called the Rabobank Frontier Ventures. We invest in single companies, but we also invest in fund to fund. And that's, I think, also a very great example of innovating. So basically 4 methods, 3 we use on a daily basis, and it depends on the case which method we use. I must say that we're using edge plays more and more these days. The reason for that being that these days building a company is pretty cheap. Why is that? Cost of IT is decreasing and the RT is getting superior. So building a company is easy these days. And in the bank we're renting, for instance, pre-integrated, plug-and-play, scalable, bank-grade IT systems to build innovations on. And I think that's a great development for incumbent players, but also for startups and scale-ups. I think the key message here is building a new business these days is fairly easy to start. The only thing you need is a great idea and execution. I'll give you one example. So we built a total new origination platform for SME loans at the edge of the bank as a corporate venture. It's called Funder. What it does, it gives loans, lease, business mortgages, overdrafts, approvals in 15 minutes using a lot of data. We started with this first softline code February 2019, and I'll show you a little movie how it works.
Entrepreneurs are experts at what they do. But when it comes to borrowing, they need all the support they can get. Requesting a small business loan can be complex and frustrating. When you think that 99% of all businesses are small, and 7 out of 10 of us rely on them for our livelihood, one thing is clear: small business deserves better. And this is the moment. Entrepreneurs demand it. Technology is up to it. And now, open banking enables it. Introducing Funder from Robobank. Financing that fits your business, whatever it is you need to grow. Just answer a few questions online and get a response in under 15 minutes. Using a responsible AI risk engine enabled by open banking and PSD2 data, it calculates an accurate credit forecast in seconds, resulting in a committed price and product offer in simple terms we all understand. And it's API-based, so it easily plugs into bank channels and third-party ecosystems. Funder went from a good idea to the first customer securing a loan in just 13 weeks. With an innovation mindset, an agile process, and technology like open data, banks can build secure, compliant tech solutions in months, not years. It means an institution like Rabobank can set the pace and keep ahead of the high-tech startups nipping at its heels. Moving forward, Funder will continue to swiftly expand, adding new lending products and plugging into new ecosystems, so entrepreneurs can grow their business with the support of a partner they know and trust.
So we think this is a great example of innovation by an incumbent player, by building a new separate team at the edge of the bank, using a separate IT stack. Think big idea, start small, scale fast, and putting SMEs at the heart of the innovation by giving them a loan in 15 minutes, using new tech. And today, I can also share with you that this initiative is replacing the full origination flow of the bank by the end of the year. So that's a great example from start as an idea to full scale in the bank in about 15 months using new tech. So my key message today, and it's an invitation to you, starting a new business from scratch on separate IT, I think is a great way to innovate. And I invite you guys, startups, scale-ups, but also incumbent banks to do the same so that our customers can prosper. Thank you for your attention.